Hello, dear students. Today we will start lesson number 5. Work is worship. So, dear students, what do we understand when we say this proverb? Work is worship. So, in order to have a clear understanding or to have a better understanding of this proverb, I'll just speak something to you. Please listen carefully. The general view is that work is done in the office, the factory, or the fields. So, where do we do the work? Work is done where? In the office, the factory, or the fields. And worship is done in a temple, or a church, or a mosque. The feeling is that we work to earn money and we worship to get the blessing of God. However, the proverb work is worship combines the idea of work and worship. Work, the dictionary says, refers to the physical or mental effort spent to produce or accomplish something. And the word worship comes from the English word worthship, which means giving worth to something. They meant doing what we do with a sense of worthiness or respect. When we understand that all work, big or small, is valuable and do it with reverence, then our work becomes worship. Work is worship, thus speaks about the right attitude towards work. All great people accomplished noble deeds, discovered new things, invented new products only because of their right attitude towards work. Edison, for example, held a world record of 1,093 patents for inventions. All these were possible because of his worshipful attitude towards his work. The mother at home works with the same attitude, whether it is sweeping or cleaning the utensils or preparing food. She does it with love and care. Cooking, cleaning, sweeping may be lowly tasks, but the mother, with her worshipful outlook towards work, changes daily chores into joyful jobs. In the Mahabharata, the Pandavas performed a grand ceremony called Rajasuya Yoga. Kings were invited from all over the country to attend the function. Each member of the Pandava family was assigned some work. Lord Krishna was given the task of washing the feet of the guests who came to the ceremony. He, the great Lord himself, washed the feet of the guests with his own hands and set a perfect example. Thus, it becomes clear that work done with a sense of worthiness or respect is worship. Hope I have made it clear to you. When you have heard this, you might have got some idea. So now let us read the book and try to get more ideas from it. Great men have said, work is worship. It is certainly true that when we work and keep our mind busy, we keep ourselves free from the evils of idleness. We feel happy and peaceful and almost get the same benefit when we worship God. So if we keep ourselves busy, then what happens? We feel happy and peaceful. The well-known scientist Louis Pasteur said that he found peace both in his library and in the laboratory. We are so engrossed and engaged in work that we simply don't have the time to divulge ourselves. We become masters of ourselves. Nothing can deter us from our path. Swami Vivekananda said, the mind is like a spoiled child. As the spoiled child is always dissatisfied, so too the mind is always dissatisfied. That is why you must keep it in control. So here Swami Vivekananda also says, okay, our mind is compared to a spoiled child. What does a spoiled child do? He is always dissatisfied with the things. So also our minds. So we need to control our minds. But it is very difficult to control the mind. As a matter of fact, we must never let it remain without work. So we must always keep ourselves busy with our work. Otherwise, okay, what will happen? So many evil things will come in our mind. Our work, our minds and bodies should be kept engaged in some task or the other. So here also it says, okay, we should always try to keep our minds and bodies, okay, engaged in some work or the other. We can make use of our body both physically and mentally. All the work in which we use our mind or brain is mental work. And all the work that we do with our body is physical work. So here both definition is given. Okay, what are mental or physical work? Here we have, okay, all the work in which we use our mind or brain is called mental work, whereas the work that we do with our body is physical work. Since mind controls all our activities, we cannot do any physical work without applying our mind to it. So it says, okay, we cannot do any physical work without applying our mind to it. The mind is always full of thoughts and ideas. Ideas and thoughts are born in the mind. So I request all of you, please read the chapter, at least page number 18. Just go through it once or twice and try to understand. Hope I have made it clear to you. If you have any kind of clarifications to make, you can ask me. Thank you so much.